Hey, I'm Scott Huntsman in Moab, and today I'm going to bring you a little bit of basic Jeeping 101, we're going to call this. I brought with me today Project Black Widow. This is a 2009, it's a Rubicon JKU. One of the things that we always start with is understanding tire size and lift. In this case, it's a 4-inch lift from suspension only. Also, on this particular Jeep, I run 37-inch tall tires. It's a good tire to run for most trail systems. Any larger than this means I need to make more modifications to the Jeep. But with this one, I can still run a stock axle housing. I can still run a stock axle shaft. So I have a total lift overall of about 7 inches over a stock vehicle. And the next thing I want to discuss is the type of terrain you plan on doing. Now here in the Moab area, these trails are rated from 1 to 10, 1 being the easiest, 10 being the hardest. So in a case like this, we're on the Hell's Revenge Trail today, it's rated a 5. So something like a gravel road with some bumps could be a 3 rated trail. Or you could take a trail like Cliffhanger. That trail is rated an 8. So we're gonna do this. With the 37-inch tires, I'm gonna approach this ledge, and what I like to do is I like to offset the Jeep a little bit. Put one wheel on the ledge first, climb up, and then the other wheel, etc. If you're coming down, you wanna come down with both tires to come off the ledge at the same time. So while we are driving and traversing a slick rock fin, we just stay right dead center and just keep a very even pace of a speed, usually about 2 to 3 miles an hour. We're letting the suspension just do its job. And then as I come across here, steep downward side, I'll actually take the shift lever, move it down to low range, and let the gear of the vehicle just take us down. I don't even need to use the brake right now. I have the sway bar disconnected, of course. While we're driving down the road, we have the sway bar connected so the body won't roll and rotate. Makes cornering safer. But off-road, we want the sway bar disconnected. That keeps all 4 wheels planted on the surface, even through rough terrain. It gives us better stability and better traction. For me, the Rubicon makes it easy because I can push the button and I don't have to get out. One of the things that gets people nervous when they're rock crawling the first time is sometimes the off-camber positions. You don't really need to be concerned until you get more than about 25 degrees. Sometimes your body will trick you to think you're at much more angle than what you really are. So the instruments are nice to have. If you get into some very tough terrain, having differential lockers are very helpful. Now, it's not a requirement, of course, but if you have them and you need them, use them. But only use them when you need them, because if we need to make tight turns and such in other areas, we don't want the lockers on, because then we're also going to do adverse effects to the terrain. As you can see, this Jeep is plenty capable of getting all over this trail. This is a 5 rated trail. This is a very mildly built Jeep. Last thing, Jeeping 101, pay attention to the signs. Signage on the trail is telling you something. It's because they don't want you to either go a certain place or they want you to be careful where you are at. And remember, there is a speed limit off-road. That speed limit is 12 miles per hour. In the Jeep, we average between 2 and 3 miles per hour. I hope you found this helpful. I'm Scott Huntsman with TuneX. More at your leisure in a moment.